Buried at the very end of last week's patch notes, we have the information on the Concord Pass. Now, usually we wouldn't go talking about the Concord Pass in EVE Echoes. Why would we? It's something we've had for multiple years now. The majority of us know what's going on, and those of us that are new to the game will quickly pick it up because of the fact that it's so very similar to the passes found in other live service games. But up until now, the Concord Pass has been a 6-week-long event for 249 Aurum. And then, for the best part of a week, we didn't have a Concord Pass. And this is why it turns out that now the Concord Pass is a monthly event, not a 6-weekly event, a monthly event. And according to Netease, the rewards that we get in those months are unchanged. And technically it's not a month, it's 4 weeks, 28 days. But, as I said before, the rewards are exactly the same. Now, I've no way of proving that. I don't have a wealth of screenshots and footage of previous Concord passes to compare the total rewards for. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take their word for granted here. But it is worth noting, of course, that we can get more rewards faster. It does come at the cost, though, of spending 249 AUR every 4 weeks instead of every 6 weeks. But let's get into the actual Concord Pass itself, shall we, and just get a quick idea for what's going on. So, of course, if you are unfamiliar with Concord Passes, then this is a good chance to play catch up and understand what's going on. We have the Advanced Concord Pass and the Elite Partner Pass, and of course we have the regular freebie bit, which is already unlocked. And if we scan across all of these rewards here, you'll notice that the numbers are a lot higher than they used to be. Like, let's have a look at these Concord points, for example. Historically, these Concord points would be somewhere between, say, I don't know, 600 and 1,200. I'm kind of pulling numbers out of thin air here because I don't have a screenshot to refer to. But the numbers that we're seeing here for each of these rewards are notably higher than previously. The unfortunate thing here, of course, is the fact that the price wasn't reduced. It wasn't reduced to reflect the fact that the purchase itself is going to be more frequent. So, in say a 12-week period, previously you'd be spending 498 Aurum, because that's the amount of Aurum that you would have purchased across the 2 6-week blocks. Now, instead of 498 Aurum, you're looking at 747 Aurum. So, if you're the type of person, like I used to be, that always purchased the Concord Pass every time it became available, do bear in mind that you're going to be spending 50% more money than you were before on the Concord Pass. As we can see, it's mostly the same. We have our free level and our paid for level. Now, if we head back into the announcements and scroll all the way down to the bottom, shout up in the comments section if this bit gets you dizzy. And the Concord Pass. So, apart from the fact that the duration has changed, and the fact that we're kind of paying a little bit more than before on a monthly basis, as it were, let's have a look at what else is mentioned in here. So, of course, it now lasts 4 weeks, starting at the first of every month. The total reward remains the same. I can believe that based on the higher numbers we're seeing. Again, I can't prove it, but I concur for the moment. The standard reward level, and we will have seen this briefly as I was flicking around just, has been lowered to 30, with the weekly cap being adjusted to 800. So, yeah, that's fair. That's just part and parcel of it being a shorter time span. They've just adjusted the numbers accordingly. So, of course, unlocking the Elite Partner Pass now grants 10 levels immediately, and an additional 20,000 Concord credit. That's just saying this is what you get for spending even more money. The price of purchasing Concord Pass levels has been reduced to 25 Aurum per level. Again, I never did that before, so I don't know what the cost of pre-purchasing Concord Pass levels is in the event that you can't get them quickly enough through gameplay. Again, it's something I'd never had to look into. But let's move along. Capsuleers that have unlocked the Concord Pass Advanced version can now spend 250 Aurum to unlock the Elite Partner Pass. So, as I understand it before, you could only buy the Advanced or the Elite. You couldn't buy the Advanced and then upgrade to the Elite. Now you can upgrade for 250 Aurum. That seems fair, but again, I've never personally seen a need for the Elite, because if you're willing to wait that extra week, you tended to get the points and all the other rewards. It was more of a get things faster sort of scenario. You weren't missing out by not getting the Elite. And they've adjusted and removed some unpopular items from the Concord Pass shop. Please go to the Concord Pass page for details, dear Capsuleer. So they didn't completely do us over in this one, and I'm kind of quite happy with what I'm seeing so far. Again, I'm a tiny bit upset with the AUR purchase amount, not going down for the actual pass. But technically speaking, it's fine because we're still getting the same amount of stuff. You just have to be careful that you don't fall into the rabbit hole of spending more money. You have to bear in mind, with the Concord Pass, you're not really paying for a subscription, you're paying for the rewards that come in the pass. And if you've only got a certain amount to budget, you might have to say, okay, once every 3 passes, you just don't buy it if you had that previous budget that you cannot move away from. Again, the whole reason why these monetization watch videos exist is just to help you keep an eye out for some of the monetization practices. So of course, let's have a look now at the New Eden store and just see what we can buy with our hard-earned Concord Pass points. Or in my case, not quite so hard-earned because I just waste them. I just waste them. So what can we get? The one thing that is jumping out at me right now, and this is something I quite like the sight of not seeing right now, is the amethyst crystals. Previously, in the updated Concord Pass, we had, alongside the Tesseract Star Core and the decoding key right here up at the top, where I've currently got it highlighted, we would see the amethyst crystals. I can't remember how many we could purchase, maybe it was 50, maybe it was 100, I honestly can't remember. But we can't buy them anymore. That means we're probably going to see a lot less AI autopilot once people have started burning through their AI resources, fuels. I always struggle to remember the word for these. But anyway, we're going to be seeing a lot less AI once people's supplies start to run down. But let's have a look at ever so quickly where else we could possibly expect to get those amethyst cores or cones. Is it cones? I believe it's amethyst cones, but let's have a quick look. So I'm going to just scroll through here ever so quickly. So we can still get the amethyst cones from the Nanocore Collection Lucky Box, as it were, and we can still get the keys for those boxes from the Concord Pass. So you can still buy them, just not at a reliable rate. You're getting them out of a lucky box now with these Concord points. But I do highly recommend getting those boxes because you get a lot of the upgrade materials for your level 4 nanocores. In fact, that's probably where I've been spending most of my points, to be honest, just to get the materials for upgrading my various nanocores. Because God only knows how inefficient I am when it comes to upgrading gold cores. And I just pick a ship of the day and upgrade it and then scratch my head a month later going, if I had any sense, I would have done something else. So I quite like what we're seeing there. But what else is there in the updated Concord Pass store? We have our various nanocore boxes, which have pretty much always been there. One question though, does the faction nanocore one have the new faction ships in it? Let's have a look. Fiend, Chameleon, Adrestia and Salios. Yep, there we go. We have the new cruisers in there, the new faction cruisers. But anyway, we also have, for those of you that have not seen it before, this is something that got added, I don't know, probably it could be anywhere between a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. I don't go in this storefront particularly often enough to actually be clued up on this. But we do have, for those that are unaware, these weapon skill lucky chests. And let's just have a quick look at what we can get in here. We can get the advanced skills. So you can get one of these randomly, depending on, of course, which box that you get. Now you can, of course, purchase them for a higher cost by going straight to the skill tree itself. But if you want them cheap, maybe, so you can sell them on the market, this is the place to go to. But I think that right about sums up this video. So what are the takes from this video? What are we taking away from it? Well, the Concord Pass is much more frequent. You're still getting the same things that you purchased the previous Concord Passes. You're just getting them a lot faster, and there's going to be more Concord Passes. Now, if money isn't an issue to you, then brilliant, because that means more rewards even faster, because you're getting those same rewards in a 4-week period instead of a 6-week period. And you've only got to wait, say, a couple of days every month of Concord Pass downtime for the next one, because it'll probably end on the 28th of every month. If money is a problem for you, however, and it's something that you keep a close eye on, do be advised that buying every Concord Pass would cost you 50% more than before, just due to the nature of it being 50% more frequently. As I said, the price itself hasn't changed. So if budgeting is something you need to do, then buy the Concord Pass every 2 out of 3 months, and it'll be all the same for you. You'll still get the same rewards as before with regards to your purchases, and you'll still be spending the same amount. And you'll still get that little bit more because, of course, for the month that you're not paying, you're still getting the free stuff. So all around, I'd say this is all a win-win for us, as long as we don't fall into that trap where money is of a concern for us, of buying it every month without keeping an eye on the money. But anyway, that is today's video. That is today's monetization watch, and I have another notification. I'm so glad I'm not recording off of my phone right now. But anyway, thanks again for listening, everyone, and there we go. Oh, Kindred Fates, it's not even in early access yet. Anyway, thanks again for watching, everyone. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, just as a quick teaser for videos coming up, the video that will have gone up the day before this one, you'll have noticed will have been a PvP video in the form of a short. Yeah, I'm not a massive PvP player, it's probably well known at this point, but I'm going to start trying to record some PvP experiences here and there and see how well they work in the shorts format, so keep an eye out for those as well. And until the next video, guys, play casual, fly casual. I'm still working on the outro, please bear with me. See you in the next video.